Okay, so like I love what you're saying and it sounds like amazing. If I was listening to a TED Talk, I would be like standing up in my chair. But I do think that we hear this a lot from candidates, right? Here's what we need to do. Here's what the ideal situation. It all sounds great. Do you have ideas of how to actually get there? What does that actually look like within Congress? You know, how do you work toward those angles to convince people? Because we are so divided, and this kind of lends into one of my other questions, was how do you start bridging the divide so that we can start moving in the direction that you're talking about? What does that actually look like?
So, I mean, so bridging the divide is all about, you look at the way that the HR1, the big beautiful bastard, was passed. And essentially it was Republicans put everything they wanted to do in one bill and just forced everyone to do it. That's not how you build. And there's plenty of Republicans that said, I don't like this part, I don't like that part, but I feel like I have to vote for this. So finding those narrow areas of agreement in partnership to be able to build on it and say, hey, listen, when we talk about the National Defense Authorization Act, making sure that we're putting those provisions in it to say, no, we are not going to support this. We are going to support that. If this is done, this is the manner in which it's going to be done. And finding those partners that exist on both sides of the aisle to be able to find those narrow compromises. I think in some areas, right, that's where I've found success over the years in working with policymakers, is not trying to achieve some huge, big goal all at once, but finding that area where we can bring that coalition together, identifying the needs of what everyone's trying to do, find those narrow areas of agreement and build a coalition around it. And then you look at the different caucuses and the way that the Republican MAGA establishment is starting to fracture, the way the Democrats are fracturing. There's a lot of space for people to now be working with one another, but they've got to be willing to, you need leadership in Congress too, that's willing to work across the aisle and work to achieve something as opposed to just pushing a party agenda.